Well, joining us now on This Is the Day is Adam Anders, who's a four-time Grammy nominee, two-time People's Choice Award winner. He's a music producer and produces film and television projects through his company, Anders Media. But today, he's here to talk about his newest project, which is a live-action Christmas musical celebration called Journey to Bethlehem that he directed and wrote. Thank you so much for being with us, Adam.
Thank you for having me. It's great.
Talk about how this all came to fruition. Why did you decide to create this film?
You know, it's been, no pun intended, a long journey to get to this point. About 17 years ago, I first had the idea for this movie, and it was just at Christmas in Iowa. My wife's from Iowa, and we were there, and there was nothing to watch that told the story of Christmas, and definitely not as a musical, which is my background in music. And I just got inspired and wrote an 11-page treatment of this story or this movie then, and it's just been, you know, this roller coaster ride of 17 years. And frankly, I think, you know, it's when it's supposed to happen is now, not then. I wasn't ready to make this movie then. Sure. So it was kind of in God's timing, I think, to do it now, but I had to go learn how to make movies. But it's been a long time coming. It's super exciting for it to be coming out now.
And maybe if you could talk about what a live action musical can bring to the Christmas story that maybe just a non-musical film would be able to do.
Well, I think, you know, music can penetrate in a way that I think words don't, and it can kind of cut through the fences, and it can tell stories just in different ways. It just frames things in another way, and yeah. You know, maybe, you know, I made this movie for everyone, not just for believers, and I think music, you can wrap this story in music and in contemporary music, frankly, is what it is, and it makes people want to lean in and hear the story and what are you talking about, and it really can cross boundaries and borders, and it's really amazing how music can unify.
We're showing some clips as we're talking too, and I know this is a family film. And what is your hope for families to be able to watch this together, and what would you want them to sort of walk away with?
Well, you know, at Christmas we gather, right? Our families, every generation come together, grandkids to grandparents, and this is something everyone can sit down together and watch. The whole family will enjoy. That was the goal. And I think you can put this on every year, hopefully, and watch this and really see what Christmas is about, you know, and hopefully that can ground the family every Christmas around this really fun family movie that's also very emotional. It just kind of gives a little bit of everything to the whole family.
There's a lot of original songs in this as well, as we're seeing some of the pictures from it. Talk about the music itself. Do you? I kind of want to put you on the spot. Do you have like a favorite song that you kind of liked or have in there, or you think people will enjoy the most?
You know, I think we kind of, you know, I did a show called Glee, and there was something about, especially the first season of Glee, where there was something for everyone in every episode, and I learned from that. And I think there's a song for everyone in this movie. Yeah. But my personal favorite is Mother to a Savior, which is Mary's theme, and where she talks about this task she's been handed, and how, you know, she's taking this task upon her, and it's a really beautiful song, and I think very inspired. Yeah. So my wife and I, we feel like that could be. I wrote all the songs in the movie with my wife. It's a family affair. Oh wow. And we feel like it's the best song we've written in our careers. So that was really, really fun. So if I have to pick one, that's the one. Okay. But there's some really awesome songs in there. Very proud of it. And I think the soundtrack comes out a week before the movie on the 3rd of November. And I think, you know, my boys, I have 2 boys, they love the musical, which boys usually don't love musicals. So we've really managed to make something. And that's where music comes in too, because they have their favorite songs. And yeah. But boys and girls love it. Parents love it. So music is just has an amazing effect on people, where it can really bring us all together. Sure.
And I know this is your directorial debut. Maybe if you could talk about your personal thoughts, having gone through the experience, and you're so close now for the film to be released. What are things going through your mind right now?
Well, it's pretty scary, frankly. You know, it's all this work and sacrifice, and I moved away from my family for almost 7 months.
Oh, wow,
lived in Spain making this movie. That was probably the hardest part, was leaving my family behind to make this. And my son, my older son, when I left for Spain, he said, "Dad, just don't make a bad movie." That's what he told me as I got on the plane. I'm like, "Great, thanks, no pressure." But he loves the movie, so I guess mission accomplished. But I think what I found is, to make movies like this, you have to just be so passionate about it because it takes 110% of your commitment. And I'm so passionate about this movie. I love it so much. And I think I just found, for me, I've done so many things in this business, and I kind of feel like I found my calling finally as a director. It's the one thing I hadn't done in the business. And I've been making movies in one form or another for 20 years, but never directed, resisted it.
Okay.
And then when I finally took the plunge, I loved it so much. And I think the movie is really inspiring. It was inspiring for me to make, and I think it's inspiring others, and hopefully it will inspire millions of people.
That's great. That's great. It'd be great to get another movie on the Christmas list every year to join it. Yeah. Tell us, when can people see this movie, when it's coming out, and if people want to find out more about the movie itself?
Yeah, it comes out November 10th, worldwide actually, but nationwide for sure, and in theaters. So November 10th in theaters. Soundtrack on the 3rd, like I said. But you can go to journeytobethlehemmovie.com, and you can actually buy tickets in advance. You can also do a really cool thing where we're in the spirit of Christmas. You can gift tickets to other people and people in need.
Oh, nice.
Who can't afford to go to the theaters maybe, and kind of gift the story of Christmas to someone else or to another family that you want to sponsor. And Fandango is doing that with us, which is really cool. It's a first of its kind, I think. So journeytobethlehemmovie.com, and November 10th in theaters worldwide.
Journey to Bethlehem. Thank you so much, Adam, for being with us. This looks great, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's go back now to the rest of This Is the Day.